All right, another episode of ConVersate After Dark. Tay, what's up with you?
Everything's going great with me. What's going on with you?
It's all good. It's all good. Tell people they can find us.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD, the podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. Go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. Make sure you tell a friend. So, Tay, let's do the icebreaker.
Okay. So today's icebreaker is, how does stress affect your sex drive?
Ooh. Um, I think for me, it lowers it because I'm more agitated and I don't feel like being bothered. I don't feel like being touched on or anything like that. I know some people feel like sex is a release for them. But for me, I have to be in a happy, happy place.
Hmm.
Things have to be going well for me to be able to really give my all during sex. So if I'm stressed, I mean, it seems kind of counterintuitive because, you're in a relationship, you want your partner to kind of, be affectionate towards you. I don't mind the affection, but I think for me, space is what I need. Space, just kind of like zoning out, and then let me process it, having a good conversation. That would be more beneficial for me if I'm stressed out. I'm better in the bedroom when I'm carefree and when I'm not worried about anything else. Especially if it's like stress from work. Over the years I've kind of been able to separate that. But, you know, as a man, and when you're a man who's kind of like the patriarch of the family, you have a lot of things pulling on you. You got work, you got, your friends, family. I know for me, I got people pulling for me all the time, wanting advice, whatever. Sometimes it can become overwhelming. And I am working on allowing my partner to be that safe space for me so that I can release all of that, not onto them, but release it into the atmosphere and then give my love and attention to them.
Okay. Um, it can kind of go both ways with me. Um, on one end, I am one of those people who can use sex to kind of let all the stress go, but it depends on the level of the stress. If it's like too much going on and I can't think of anything else but the stress, then I probably sex is not the it's not what I want. But if it's just regular everyday life stuff that's going on, yeah, give me the sex. Let's clear my mind for at least a couple hours.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But there's some people that they could just have like I think we talked about on the last show. Um, can you have sex when you're mad at somebody?
Mhm.
There's people that can it don't matter, they can just, get it in. I'm not that type of person. I'm a
Yeah.
thinker, emotional, whatever you want to call it. But if I'm mad, if I'm upset, sad, or whatever, sex isn't really on my mind.
Okay.
You remember that old, what was that old 90s R&B song? Sex is on my mind. You remember that song?
Vaguely, vaguely.
It's a terrible ass song. Terrible. Shout out to Alicia. She said this is the first time she listened live. We appreciate you listening, whether it's on YouTube or live. Shout out to you. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the support. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of like you having to understand your partner though, like
Mhm.
how to approach them when they're stressed. Like, and I know I could be difficult when it comes to that in terms of you see somebody and they want to like, it always seems like whenever I'm stressed and I'm kind of like trying to like in my zone or trying to figure things out, and my partner like will like get in my way and try to like hug on me or whatever. And in the past, I'd be like, "Move, stop," like leave me alone, whatever. And I realize now, hindsight 2020, that's not cool. Like,
Mhm.
be grateful that somebody wants to be affectionate towards your ass because in this life, it's not, especially as you get older.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe some of y'all got it like that, and you just got people beating down your door or whatever, but like true love and affection, that shit ain't easy to get. It's easy to get sex.
Yeah.
It's easy to get sex, but to have somebody that really like is feeling you and wants to love on you, that you can't. I've learned not to take that for granted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I do think it comes from learning your partner because people need different things. And so, I mean, if somebody's in a place where they don't need affection at that time, you have to learn that person and learn and so that you don't take it personal. Because a lot of times if you push somebody away when they're trying to give you affection, a lot of times they take it personal. But I think that comes from learning your partner, knowing that everything that they do is not necessarily something personal against you.
I struggle with that too. Like
Okay.
I had an ex that she was full of shit though. But I had an ex that would, I talk all day at work. So when I come home, I need to be able to decompress and relax. And I'd be like, motherfucker, you be on the phone your whole way back home and shit. Like, and then you come home and I try to be, like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And you like, ugh, don't talk to me. How can I not take that personal?
True. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But I have people, so I always say I'm extremely quiet. I have people who have taken my me being quiet, they've taken that personal against them. It's caused problems in some situations in the past where I've had to explain, yo, I'm not like pushing you away. I'm not backing away. I'm just quiet. I have nothing to say. Like, I mean, if we start a conversation, I can easily flow into it but if I'm just quiet, I'm just quiet.
I get it. I get it. Alicia said when I was young, I needed sex to calm my nerves, but I didn't want the conversation. Now it's completely reversed. I don't know, man. You ever had somebody? I don't think it works this way for women. Um, I've had women say, "Hey, come over. I just need the D. Like, I don't want to do all a bunch of talking and shit. Just come over ready, and let's just get it in, right?" Guys, I don't think you can really say that to a chick. Most women, some, I don't know, maybe you got it like that, but I don't think you could really call this a. I don't know. How would you feel if a dude just said, "Hey, I'm having a hard day. I just need to fuck shot somebody. Can you come? Can you come over?" Would you
It
be?
depends on who it is. Like if my dude said that to me, I would be fine because I know that that's not our relationship. Like I know that he actually loves me, but for right now, he just needs me for this specific thing. I'm cool with that. But if I don't know you like that, yeah, no.
You said, "I don't know you like that." Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something though, and I saw this on the podcast I watched, and you know, I was talking to this young lady, and me, I tell my business all the time. And I was telling her, hey, I'm an empath. I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. And she was like, hey, yo, don't do that. Don't. Basically, she was saying, don't give somebody the whole game plan to you because somebody who doesn't have morals can basically use that to manipulate you.
hmm
I like to feel, I like to think that I'm smarter, that I can see if somebody's manipulating me. Not to say that I haven't played the fool in the past, right? But I realize, okay, she's making a good point, right? She's making a good point. But I have heard, I haven't seen anybody do it or anybody talk about it because most of my people are in relationships. But I've heard of people basically saying, okay, I'm dating this new girl. Everybody use Chat GPT for everything, right? Like, hey, I got a business meeting today. How should I approach it? Chat GPT is like your personal assistant, right?
hmm
And I've heard of people saying, hey, listen, just for an example, I'm dating this young lady. Her name's Shantae. My bad for saying the government. She's her name is Tay. Her name is Tay. You said it before, so I ain't about I'm dating this young girl. Her name is Tay. She's from this area. This is the type of family history she has. She's kind of quiet. She likes this type of music, blah, 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 blah. and basically just input the whole bio on the person that they're interested in. How should I approach her to win her over? And chat GPT, boom, 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 will give you the game plan. Just like you say, like, hey, help me make a business plan, help me
Hmm.
come up with a marketing strategy. You can actually put it in the chat. I haven't done it. But you can put it in the chat GPT and it can basically say, okay, these are the steps. You say, hey, I want to make her my gal in 3 months. What do I need to do? And it'll give you the game plan. How you feel about that?
Um, I don't think initially I would have a problem with it. My question would come once we get to know each other and we're really talking and we're in person, but you're gonna go to the bathroom, log in the conversation, come back with a response. Like at some point, your personality has to come through. So you can't rely on ChatGPT for everything.
It's like a computer Cyrano. Was it
There were no
Cyrano
diversion rack.
where the motherfucker was hiding in the bush? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, you talk about the representative.
Hmm.
The representative is going to fade away quick because, I mean, and then to me, that's a tad bit diabolical.
Hmm.
It's not natural, and you're treating that person, in my personal opinion, like solely like a conquest.
Hmm.
Now, when you want a woman, like I want you to be my woman, right? Technically, she is a conquest, but like, where's the romance? And I don't even consider myself a romantic person.
Hmm.
Where's like the fun and learning somebody and the ups and downs and having conversations and just being genuine. Like I feel like it's inauthentic if you are like approaching a relationship like you are approaching a entrepreneurial endeavor. Like,
Right.
not really feeling it.
Yeah, I get it. The only way I would not have a problem with it is say if he's using it for suggestions on date ideas. I think that's cool because I do think that ChatGPT or other people or searching the internet, whatever you want to do, can jog your brain, get you thinking outside of the box, have you thinking about things that maybe you didn't think about. So in that respect, like little things like that, I don't have a problem with. But like you said, I do have a problem with it when it comes to like, are you changing your personality to fit this chat GPT thing? Like, what is it about you specifically that would make me fall for you versus what chat GPT is telling me to telling you to tell me?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then like, yes, it's teaching you how to win me over, but I also feel like, how should I say this? I have to prove myself though, right?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I can check all the boxes and figure out what buttons to push to make you happy, right? But that's just only one side. That's just me giving. Like, you got to be happy with me.
True.
That a computer can't tell you how to act, and it may be able to. You say, how should I act with this type of person? But how you gonna keep that up though?
Right.
How you gonna
Yeah.
keep, how you gonna keep that up? I don't know. I think technology has done a lot of good stuff when it comes to dating and romance or whatever. Because I think I said on the show before. I remember when meeting somebody online was considered weird and strange. Like if you told somebody, even if it was just like a friend, like
Hmm.
don't even say romantic, right? Even if you just met a friend, you're like, man, how you know this motherfucker not a killer? Like, what's the hell wrong? What the hell wrong with you, right?
And see, even back then, I was the person who didn't mind meeting people online. Because my thing is, people met Ted Bundy out in the open. People met a whole bunch of weird, crazy people out in the open. So the internet, I don't know. To me, it didn't make it any more dangerous than the real world.
But I think back then though, you had less knowledge of how to do their due diligence though.
That's true.
Now you can kind of you can look up, you can look up, the finances, you can do background checks, you can do
Yes, you
all
can.
this type of stuff before you go meet somebody.
Mhm.
And then back then, when yeah, people was meeting on those little message boards, chat rooms, MySpace, um,
Black Planet.
Black Planet, Mi Gente. I ain't never met nobody on Black Planet. I had a Mi Gente account. Mi Gente was like
I know what it was. Yeah.
wow.
I
But
met my ex-fiance off Black Planet.
really,
Mhm.
I can see, but my point is the ability to catfish back then was a lot more, it's a
Easy.
lot easier to do back then than
Mhm.
it is now. Like
True.
now motherfucker can catfish, right? But you could be like, hey, look, we got to FaceTime.
Hmm.
Which y'all droid motherfuckers use. Y'all use FaceTime, which I use.
There's a FaceTime feature between droids now.
It's called FaceTime.
No, it's not called FaceTime, but there's a video. I mean, when your options to call somebody, there's a video feature. But there are other options too. If the person doesn't have like one of my closest friends, she has an Apple, I have Android. We use Facebook. I mean, it's not that hard. Like video chatting is not new just because Apple has it. Like people have been video chatting for years. I didn't like it then, I still don't like it, but it is what it is.
But my point is, get off because you droid motherfuckers get defensive. Uh,
No, I'm just saying you try to act like we lower just because y'all have a name for it. Woo.
but my point is, you can FaceTime. You FaceTime somebody, and so like, hey, look, nah, you on them pictures is old. Like I had a cousin. He don't do
Mhm.
shit like this. So I'll talk about him. But my other cousin was telling me about him. He's my first cousin. He's her uncle. And this dude was he made up like some business cards and shit because he's got a trade that he does. I ain't gonna give too much info. But he's got a trade, so he's trying to advertise for his trade, right? But he
Mhm.
had a picture when he was young. Dude had a nice little goatee, and shit was jet black. Now this motherfucking shit is like gray as shit, and he's like in
Mhm.
his 60s. He got a picture of him like he was in his 30s on his business card, and it's like, hold on, bro. Like you can't, no, that ain't gonna work, man. You catfishing for employment.
Right, right.
But my point is, you can figure out like back then, though, you was really taking a risk.
Yeah, yeah.
You was really taking a risk. So, and I remember people meeting online, and I'm like, I'm gonna met online. Like people like whisper, like, y'all show up as a couple, and they'd be like, they met online, right? Like, oh, that's weird. I don't think I've see. I've hooked up with people I've met online.
Hmm.
Hell, I got a podcast with somebody I met online, right? But I don't think it ever turned into a relationship. Mid online. Close. Close. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
And he wasn't the only
I take
one.
that back. I take that back. It was a definitely a situationship slash relationship. That's definitely happened, right? But
Hmm.
yeah, so it happens.
Yeah, I mean, because he wasn't the last person that I met that I got into an actual long-term relationship with. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Damn. Damn. So have you ever met somebody and have you ever got catfished?
No. No, I've never gotten catfish. Well, no, I can't say ever gotten catfish. No.
I got catfished before it was called catfishing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I blame my homeboy for this.
Oh Lord.
Cause so I'm in a fraternity, right?
Hmm.
And my boy called me after the party and he was like, hey, uh, my girl's friend saw you at the party stepping and she like you. So immediately I was like, what she look like?
Hmm.
And she was standing right there, right? So here's his response. This is how I should have known. He was like, she's straight. Now you know if she looked good, he'd be like, no, no, she look good, but like, yeah.
Right.
Right. He was like, she's straight. And she was like, when he asked what I look like, and I was like, all right, tell her, I put on the phone. I said, all right, I'll come by, holler at you tomorrow. Man, look, she lived all the way across campus.
Hmm.
Just got drunk. This is back when I used to drink. I stumbled all the way over there, knocked on the door. She opened the door, and I was like, "This motherfucker right here. Why did he do this?" And then I went on in. I looked, make sure nobody looking. I said, "Man, let me go ahead." I done walked over
Yeah.
there.
I thought that stuff like that was only supposed to happen when you dang, what's the word? When you this is when you take them up for the team. That's what I thought stuff like that was only supposed to
They
happen.
call it they call it I think this is more what white boys call it. Um, jumping on the grenade.
Same thing. Take them up for the team. Same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they call it like jumping on the grenade. That's a white
Oh,
boy,
okay.
which is really kind of a fucked up thing. That's like basically the chick that's unattractive. They call it the grenade.
Yeah, I heard that on one of those dating reality shows I watch. One of the guys said that. One
I
of the women, somebody said that about somebody. This was a while ago though.
I had an old classmate and she passed away, rest in peace. But she was out with her homegirls and she posted on Facebook. She was like, "Oh, I'm the grenade tonight." And I
Oh
said, I
wow.
said, I said, don't say that. Because she was definitely not an unattractive woman. She was a big girl, right?
Hmm.
She's a big girl. But I was like, don't say that. That's not cool to say that about yourself. But she was like, no, that's cool. I know it's not, I know I'm not his type. I'm just here to, help facilitate whatever. So I'm the grenade. And I was like, okay. I've been the grenade before. And you know why I was a grenade? Because I had a car. So we was in high school. My boy was dating this chick. He wanted to go see her, and she lived probably like 50 miles away,
Hmm.
Kansas City. And I was like, I'll drive you up there, dog. But she got to have a chick for me. So like every time we went up, he would have, and the good thing about it, she went to like a high school known for having like fine bras. So
Hmm.
like, most of the time it was cool. Like, it wasn't nothing serious or whatever. We would, go to the movies. This is back in what? 94, 95. So like we going to see Friday at the theater. We doing stuff like that. Every now and again, because I'm a big dude, some of the chicks would be like, girl, what the fuck is this? So I've been a grenade once or twice, but shit, it don't matter. Whatever.
Okay.
Have you ever took one for the team? You
No.
don't look like you somebody ever take one for the team.
No, I'm not.
That's fucked up, Tay.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's
I mean, now I'm nice to everybody. So like I'll have conversations with with anybody, but that's all it's ever going to be if I'm not attracted to a person.
something about women. Dudes are probably because like some guys will fuck anything, right? But today, I had a post in the group, and the question was this. I didn't see you respond to it, so you must not have saw it. But the post said, "Your homegirl is terminally ill. And in order for her to survive, your man has to eat her out. What you gonna do?" And every single sister said, "Bye, girl. It's been nice knowing you."
I did see that post.
I was
I did see
like,
that post.
damn, you gonna let your girl go like that? And they was just like, hope the ancestors greet her. The responses was funny as shit. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
mean, it is what it is.
What would you do? Well, I kind of know what you would do.
It depends on. I told you I got friends in different that I've met throughout in different situations in life. Like this, is this one of my friends from the lifestyle? And is my man lifestyle knowledgeable? Like it depends. It's a lot of variables for
This
me.
this your homegirl from elementary school. She on her
No,
deathbed, and
shoot.
what's
So yeah.
the difference?
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. I can't. Mm-mm. Somebody, my friends, I separate my friends. My friends that are not in the lifestyle, I don't expose them to that. That's because obviously they don't want to be. So I mean, no, that's mm-mm.
Damn, that's tough. That's tough.
Why does it have to be? And that question is silly anyway. Why does it have to be my man specifically?
It's
Like,
all hypothetical.
I get that, but no. So hypothetically, see you later. I'll see you when I get to heaven.
Darius said, when I hang out with Joe, he's the grenade.
Oh, see, stop it.
And I thought about it, and I'll probably ask it tomorrow. If your boy was on his deathbed and your girl had to suck him off,
Hmm.
it would depend on the homeboy. And and it would depend on like if it's just you got to suck him off. Okay, you're gonna be real clinical about the shit. You just put mouth to penis, and then that's it. You ain't gotta do a porn style or no shit like that. I don't think I can handle that. You know what I mean? And I
What if
probably
that's the only way she know how to do it?
I'm gonna say,
The option always saying
look,
women need to bring their A game every single time.
look, I almost said the B word. Hey, but you better tone it down. You better tone it down. Look, we here to save lives, not to show out. Damn it. Because and I'm probably not gonna kiss you. Two things are gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna kiss you for like 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And then I saved your life, homeboy. We're no longer friends. Because
Okay.
I don't want to see you around, dog. You didn't have your dick in my wife's mouth. No. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to and shit. I fuck around and might have to ghost her ass. No, you can't go. Oh, this is what I want to tell you about.
Hmm.
I saw this new thing. It's called being bank seed. I'm gonna spell it for you. Banksy. It's called instead of ghosting somebody, you're
Hmm.
backseeing somebody. And they said it was like after some like street artists, like they were known for like showing up somewhere and like putting some art up, and then like after a while they would just take it down and move it or what have you. So when you ghost somebody, ghosting is just like okay, you just disappear. You just stop text messaging, stop phone calls, ghost. This is more of a you heard of breadcrumbing,
Hmm.
like you kind of just send text messages just to keep yourself in the game, but you're not really that interested.
Yeah.
This is like a reverse breadcrumb, where like you may send a text message, or you may be like, "Oh, I didn't see this," or "Oh, I didn't understand," and you gradually pull away. And it's kind of fucked up because it's like a long, slow death. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But when I saw it, people were like, that's some toxic shit. That's toxic. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm never going to get rid of this toxic label because I've done that for sure. What about you?
Um, After hearing the explanation, I actually think ghosting is not what I have done in the past. I've actually been doing that because I am the person that'll slowly respond, slowly back away. Like I don't think I've ever just unless the person has done something to me. That's the only time I've ever like cut somebody off completely. But otherwise, it has been kind of a slow, gradual. Let me back away from this person so they get the hint. Then one day, I'm just gone. So that's actually more accurate for what I've actually done in the past, not ghosting.
Now, wasn't you getting on me when I said guys kind of sabotage relationships? They don't really break up. They kind of just
I've,
sabotage and end it that way. Was you
I've
getting on me
always
about that?
said, and I've always said in the we've had this conversation. We've talked about ghosting. I've said I've ghosted because I thought that's what I was doing, but this describes better what I was doing. But I've always said when I was younger, I was definitely commitment phobic. So if I felt like somebody was getting too close or wanted more than I was willing, wanted something stronger than what I was willing to give, I definitely backed up that way.
Mm.
And yes, it is toxic. I was commitment phobic. So yes, I was doing toxic things. I can admit that.
All right, so let me ask you this. If somebody did that to you,
Hmm.
right? And then all of a sudden they said, you know what? I realized the error of my ways. Can we reconnect? I'll do better. Would you take them back?
No. Because first of all, because I do it and because I have done it, I don't do it anymore. But because I used to do it, I mean, it has been done to me and I could spot it. So you back up from me, I'm backing up too. So yeah, there's no coming back. So you can do it again? No. We've already talked about giving somebody a second chance to, tell you they don't want you. That's the same thing to me. You back away, stay away.
Serenity said, I've ghosted and been ghosted. It stings, but it's all a part of the game. LOL. I like a good mutual ghosting.
Hmm.
There's a kind of a mutual ghost that relationships go through. Like, I'm cool with that. Um, I don't think I've ever ghosted anybody though. I've definitely done this Banksy thing,
Hmm.
but this like flat out not talking anymore. And it depends. It kind of depends. Like when you're in the dating game and like y'all are exchanging text messages, nowadays you kind of exchange text messages, share memes or whatever, and then there's kind of like a thing you're like, man, this ain't really going nowhere, and you just stop responding. Like I've had chicks do that to me. I've done that to chicks, but there
Hmm.
really wasn't any investment, emotional investment into whatever we had going on.
Right.
It really hurts when like y'all hung out, y'all to spend time, maybe y'all been physical or whatever, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. Now that's the shit that hurts. Like, you smile.
I'm thinking that's usually the time when it would happen. Like I told you, in my past, I didn't really give second chances. So
Oh
if I
shit.
wasn't satisfied, that's usually when the bank, that's usually when that would happen.
But hey, guess what? If you wasn't satisfied and you Banksy me or ghosted me, I got three words for you. Guess what they are? You know what they are?
No, what?
Still fucked.
Oh, that's two.
Still fucked though. That's three.
Oh, okay.
Gabe said ghosting is damn near normal now. I mean, I don't know. Is it?
I
Yeah,
think a
because
lot
of
more
why?
people do it.
Because it's easier. It's easier
Yeah.
with texting and it's easier with this whole technology. So let me ask you this: your homegirl, she been dating a dude, and he Banksied her or ghosted her or whatever, right? He saw the error of his ways and he came back. But she done told you what happened though, right?
Hmm.
Told you what happened. He ghosted her, banks at her, whatever, hurt, and it hurt her feelings, right? So you didn't win. Y'all didn't listen to Mary J. Blige and drink wine together. You didn't been there for her and all this old shit. And then she takes him back. She forgave him. Are you going to forgive
Nope.
him?
I am I am protective of people that I love. So I don't care if she forgave him. I don't like you no more, and I don't want you for her. And I don't think you're good enough, and you'll never be good enough. And I hold grudges for myself, and I hold them more for my friends and family who have been hurt.
And we ain't gonna talk about it, but I know that to be true. So, I know that to be true. So we gonna leave that in the past though. But yeah. Um, I think it's kind of I probably would look at them sideways. It wouldn't be the same.
Hmm.
I wouldn't want to lose my friend, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I make it uncomfortable for my friend to have her around, then I'm gonna lose my friend. So I probably just ain't gonna say nothing, be cordial, but I'm not gonna be fake either and be all buddy buddy and all that old shit. No, I'm not gonna.
Hmm.
But you know, I don't want to lose my friends. Like my friends, like they matter to me.
Right.
No, now I may pull them to the side and be like, "Man, you sure?" But you know, if they committed, oh yeah, sometimes I might not even say nothing because I know because a lot of times once somebody's done it, it's already done. There's no reason for you to be trying to talk them out of it or anything like that. Now, unless somebody's putting their hands on them or like, you know, any type of abuse, financial, mental, emotional, whatever. But if it's just like, hey, you know, we kind of went through a rough patch or what have you, it's best just to be quiet. It's almost best not to tell your people, and especially if you know, if you know in your heart, if that girl called me and she said, hey, come over and I'm gonna go. If you know that in your heart, don't tell your friends what happened because you just gonna look stupid.
Yeah.
Now, if it's done, then you could go ahead and spill your guts. Like, you know, my best friend, he had this chick and he called me. He was like, hey, we done. And I asked him, I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah. I was like, you probably you're not gonna go back with her? He said, nah, man, I'm done. I was like, good. I couldn't stand her ass. And he was like, why is everybody saying that? He said, my mama, my sister, my auntie, everybody was like, are you sure? And I was like, cuz man, you was liking her. We didn't like her, but you liked her. And because we love you, we dealt with it.
Yeah.
So it's great. Hold on, let me see what they say in the comments. So Serenity said, Gabe, no, it's not. Gabe, no, it's not. It's kind of toxic depending on how long y'all been talking. Okay. And then Janine says, LOL, Tay be keeping it real, real.
I have a friend who I told you I was in a toxic relationship years ago. Um
Who was the toxic person? Or was both y'all toxic?
uh he brought out a lot of toxicity in me. Like I said, I didn't curse before him. But when we got into arguments, I felt like I had to yell and scream and curse to get my point across. And it's like now that even that relationship is over, it's hard for me to not do that when arguing, even though I'm better at it. But anyway, so my one of my closest friends, because he and I are actually cool now. We're not like the best of friends, but I mean we cool. We'll text every now and then. Anytime I mention him, just the first thing out of her mouth, that N word. Like I mean that's his name to her. Like she can't, and that's been like 20 years ago now. Maybe a little less than that, but it's been a long time.
But you know, friends and family don't forgive though.
Right.
And I'll tell people that y'all might be going, and I tell people, especially when you marry, don't you can't tell everybody, you can't go to everybody for advice. You might be able to go to somebody who is also married or been married because they know. They know things go up, they go down. You know, 1 minute y'all can't stand each other, the next minute y'all can't keep your hands off each other, right? So like it's a phase for the most part. Sometimes it could be a phase, but you can't tell your friends and family everything when you having relationship problems because you and him, you and her, y'all gonna kiss and make up. Friends and family, they not kissing and making up. They just remember, oh, you hurt my friend. Oh, you hurt my family member. They don't have
Mhm.
the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, let's have makeup sex and do this old shit, right? So it's incumbent upon you to be careful and be wise enough to be like, I can't tell. I can't. There's some friends like I got one friend, I can talk to him about it.
Mhm.
There's other friends, no, I can't talk to them about it because they not gonna let it go.
Yeah.
There's some shit that some of my exes have done. I would never tell my friends. because they likely to be like, oh, when I see her, I'm cussing her smooth out. Like, and I know that. So I'm like, nah, I'll just keep it to myself.
Yeah. Well, I don't really talk about my current information anyway a lot, even to my closest friends. It's they usually find out stuff after it's happened. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But he and I had a very like off again and on again relationship. Like we were on and off many times. So like if I thought it was over, I confided in people and then we back together, you know. So
How wait a minute. You was allowing somebody to come back like that?
but it wasn't like at different times, it wasn't like just him, yes. And that's this is why again I say you don't give somebody second chance say you they don't want you. But it wasn't always a him telling me he didn't want me. It was, it was back and forth because it was toxic.
Or was the sex good?
Yes, it was. Which is why he, I'm not gonna get on him. But yeah, the relationship started off great. Like it, yeah. And I'm not even just talking about the sex. Like that was still one of my favorite, like first meeting somebody out in the world. I still think about that. Like it was a great meeting. Like the beginning of our relationship was great, but it just went off because lack of communication, really what it was.
Did you y'all met online?
No, that's it out in the real world.
Oh, okay. 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 So you ready for the would you or wouldn't you?
Yes.
All right. All right. So this is the thing. All right. Let me give it to you. So your partner posts thirst traps online, whether that like they go to the gym or whatever, and they, are posting their body or their physique, or they doing too much on social media. And when you ask them about it, they say, "Oh, I just want engagement." Is that a problem?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. That's a problem.
Why is it a problem?
Because who you like what type of attention you trying to get? Like I can see one or two here and there, but if it's something you're always doing, what type of attention you need? What's going on internally in you that you need all this validation, all this attention?
Sometimes people just like to document their life, though.
Is this person a
Well,
physical trainer? Like, is that why they showing off? If he's a physical trainer, if he's somebody, a martial artist, he work in the movies as a a stunt double. Like, what's going on that you need to show your body? I mean, it would be for me. Yeah, yeah. What's going on?
I don't know. So I look at it two different ways. So like I remember back in the day, people used to like get on guys for posting selfies. And I'm a person, I post selfies. Like, whenever I go somewhere, I'll take a picture of myself or whatever. And I had a couple of frat brothers who always used to be like, he posting selfies and shit. And finally I had to tell him, I said, look, man, just because you fucking funny looking and I'm handsome, don't mean I got to fucking hide myself on social media. And if you really got a problem with it, I can fix it for you. And by fixing it for them, they knew I'll delete you off my goddamn page. Guess what? They never said again. They never said anything else again about what I posted.
Yeah,
I'm not posting any thirst traps, but I have heard from different women that I talked to that they say I got a fan club. They're like, "Oh, you got a fan club."
yeah,
I'm like, "What you mean by that?" And they like, "Nah, because I post funny shit on my page and stuff, right?" And he's like, "Nah, you got too many chicks that be on your page." And I'm like, just because women post in my comments, I'm not talking to all of them. I'm not thinking about all of them. You know what I mean? It's literally just engagement. Seriously,
yeah,
engagement,
yeah.
right?
But
And
see, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with selfies. I don't even have a problem with if my guy has a lot of female attention just because of the type of person. Because I told you, I usually like, or I've said it on here before, like humor is what attracts me. A lot of times that attracts a lot of other women too. So that type of stuff doesn't bother me. But the posing half naked with the body, that's what would get me.
Yeah, nah. Because I've been in relationship with people and they was like, I stay off your page. And I'm like, why you stay on my page? I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see
Yeah.
them chicks talking. I don't want to see nothing that's gonna piss me off. So I stay off your page. I even had it in past relationships where we weren't social media friends.
Hmm.
And I thought that was crazy. But like, this is like, nah, I don't want you on my page. I don't want to be on your page. And we weren't, is that weird?
I don't think it's weird. I think it depends on the person. I think for a lot of people, I think it can save the relationship because, like you said, sometimes people just don't want to see that type of stuff. Again, I'm the type of person who that stuff doesn't bother me. Um, so it's yeah,
Especially if I'm coming home to you, we live together or whatever. I mean, yes, there's the potential for, y'all to hop into the DMs and all of that. Yeah, but you ultimately you got to trust your partner to,
yeah,
right thing or what have you. But yeah, I definitely I've been blocked by my partner. I've been blocked. We've been not friends. We've been social media friends. Yeah, but I've been known to be toxic.
yeah.
So it could.
I've really only had one ex who I was kind of out on social media with. I mean, because the ones before him, social media was a thing, but it wasn't like it is now. So I've like in terms of how social media is now, I really only have one ex that I was actually social media present with. And like I said, that type of stuff, there were always women on his page because he's charismatic, he's funny, like, and he engages with people. But the thing about him, I told you this is my 100% honest relationship. People get into his DMs, he would show them to me. He would talk about them. Like it wasn't a
Mm.
so I trusted him anyway. So I didn't have to police his page because I mean he told me everything anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me to answer the question, it kind of depends on what type of thirst trap or what's considered a thirst trap.
Hmm.
Like if you are, cause like a lot of the workout chicks, I follow a lot of workout chicks. That's in my algorithm. I'm like, so you have to every video you showing yourself doing squats or lunges from the back. You know what I mean? Like you gotta like turn the camera on and you walking away and you show and hey, listen, I respect the hustle. We got a
Hmm.
podcast, right? I get it. You try to get people to engage so you can get more views or what have you. And with social media, it's easy bread for a lot of chicks, because motherfuckers like me like looking at chicks, working out. They got nice bodies and all that old shit. But if it was my girl and she was getting money off of it, or like you said, like it was promoting her, training business or whatever, I ain't tripping off that, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I think there's a lot more nefarious stuff that people can do online than be post. Now, if you posted it like all my boys is following you and you just got like straight ass shots and you trying to, get people to go to your OnlyFans or some shit like that, then we gotta have a talk. But it just kind of just depends on the person. And like you said, can I trust you?
Hmm.
I trust you. Serenity says some people thrive on attention and compliments. And sometimes dudes be doing too fucking much though.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, people on my page they clowning me, right? Because I, kind of self-deprecating on the page or whatever. But like dudes be looking at chicks and they be like, "Oh my God, you're stunning. Yeah, you're enchanting." Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Right.
This chick, she ain't gonna give you none, dog.
No.
Shit out, man. Put your little fire emojis or your little heart emojis and keep it fucking moving, dog. Don't be doing all this so romantic shit in the chat. Anyway, tell me they can find us.
You can find us at ConVersate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD the podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, and leave us a comment.
That's right. Go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. We're coming up on 100 episodes. So milestone. We're going to try to get some old guests back on. We're going to do something big for episode 100. So holler at us if you want to be involved. We'll holler you next time. Peace.
Bye.